Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come
for developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come
for developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
We are independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but wetin dey happen? Political discussion, you for know about Salon politics. Religious messages, entertainment self no go left bien. We no go left nothing bien no.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come
for developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come
for developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
All right, good morning and good day, Sierra Leone. Today is the 23rd day of February 2026. Now, so I go take welcome una all to the program Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. Me, your name na Elizabeth Kefwe Gembe. This morning we get a loaded program for una. As we go start with the All People's Congress and lower level elections where we see challenges and midday na different nation, different states, different towns. Unfortunately and fortunately, we see another press release where can indicate say everything is okay. But on the other hand, we also see a former honorable come vehemently and say them for put a stop to the elections. We see some videos where surface now the media where they indicate say things they're not all right. We see some areas they say them ballot stuffing. We go for talk to the All People's Congress, the former chairman, they can tell we about waiting exactly they go on or why they decide for pull up that press release or statements. You dey watch we live now 48 Shakasivin Streets and through with Facebook and YouTube pages. And also you go be opportune for sending text message to the number 076-946-948. This number they on WhatsApp and they also they on direct text message. Be civil, be responsible. This morning we go talk to the director of the NCRA and we go also get inside the studio the spokesperson for the army. You can tell we something about the 25% they don't get. And we go quickly rub mouth about the Juba barracks, whether or not true they don't do the sales and the way forward for their welfare as 25% is not a big deal. For sake of that, we go play the video right now of waiting happen and when I go also watch the ballot papers then we been show exactly how the All People's Congress then be vote. When allow stay tuned while we watch the video and we go call the chairman for let it talk to we.
The election don't break to a stall still. Now the box then how they go it's now so. And they don't arrest the contestants or the position of ward chairman, Ona Alim, because you know they're in the favor of them. The police, together with the commissioners them, they don't arrest them. They go to presently. So the election don't come to a standstill.
No security.
with school where been born. This now Unity Broadcasting. We go show una the ballot papers where exactly been they on. Those ballot papers now the chairman contend vehemently he say it is not legal because we see fall, we see chicken, we see goats, we see pan, we see house, and we see domot. All of that now something where they been get for contend against. As soon as they see fall house, motorcar, bicycle, and country tree. They look at and say, some individuals they look at and say, they disenfranchise them because they know they see them candidates them face. And not to all man sabi for read and write. So that's been create some problem where the former chairman been get for come in. We been see the press release where the head of the chairman for electoral commissioner, now the APC been get for come and talk say everything look okay. The last time we asked lawyer AKK whether indeed we get forget the results in just 24 hours. He say yes, but it's over 24 hours. We still they wait for the results. That's not the press release where them people for tell we say everything is okay. Thereafter, now we get this information say the elections get some challenges. So we go get on the phone line the former chairman we go talk to we. For the All People's Congress. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting Online Television. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting Online Television, sir. Hello, good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting Online Television. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting Online Television. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting Online Television.
Bon, QCell, I don't say QCell should be doing, but let's see.
All right,
Hello?
you there hear we? You there hear we, sir?
Yes, I hear you now. Yes, good morning.
All right, good morning. You there live on Unity Broadcasting Online Television on the phone line. Waiting are your name and who then are you we they talk to?
Me na Honorable Rabbi Sirajin Munir Bolis Kamara, a member of the All People's Congress Party, and they aspire for the position of National Deputy Chairman.
All right, Mr. Kamara, we see you pull out a word where indicates say this particular ballot paper where they shown at the screen that's not good for democracy, not good for the All People's Congress, and we see some skirmishes now different polling stations. Then later we see the electoral management come and talk say everything was okay. Waiting be warranty for make you pull that statement, Nado, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Maybe my statement now in lead to make the IEMC, that's Internal Election Management Committee, for make that listed. But let me start say, not to me that the first person we write on the subject. And for me, with a journalistic background, it was deliberate for write something for attract attention. And I use that caption. And I'll give you reasons why I came up with that. People wouldn't accept this is a discussion we take in one group over 2 hours. And the same complaint they come. Waiting obtain that people go pay candidature fee for be a member of the World Committee when are 50 billions, or 50,000. Then the chairman are 100 million when are former 100,000. And they also asked them to present passport size pictures, which they did. So me all man expect, all man know the campaign. Of course, you see this election, we get for tell yourself thank you we NIM because we make it happen this way and other stakeholders that will help in the process. First time by then you go see my non-pick people and say the party don't decide. But now they have to vote. And we know say voting is not too pleasant in all cases. And it was a challenge. So something like that been there for bring some hiccup. But what you been expect if people are on the campaign all this time, and they go for chairman, now me this so you Bangura, they go for chairman, and you don't get some people and people expect when they come for votes, then they see Sori Bangura in face. and not to begin use symbol, of course. And why I wrote, because I was a victim of symbol the last time, 2023. In the lead up to constitutional review, we come up say make them get five people from each constituency for go approve the constitution. Yeah. But because we know now most people in the come up from constituency for contest for those 5 places, so we make them open. So what we did was, for me, they give numbers. Some side now 5 people are not more come out. Then go on oppose. Some side at 8, some side at 12. So what they do was to give numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So but if I now say they also get cabal like the constituency where I conduct, you go see say then the people and say 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. People in the come at the polling station, they not mark the paper them already because they not tell them waiting for do. Why not this is best practice? I raise the flag, but and the exigency of time then not be allowed for any change. We accepted that way they let people and go approve the constitution. When it come for go back in parliament, don't forget I was removed in 2019 with 9 others. Sheriff Keru is now late to so rest in peace. So we expect say 2023 the APC go correct the wrongs way the SLP do for illegally and unlawfully for removing a parliament. They did not. They subjected me back to the rudiment of obtaining a symbol. And so I will not go to the dirty way people play against some of us. But waiting come back, we just did it and I can't tell you say now this symbol here. So now law ballot, you choose a symbol. I don't know if now lamp have been get or light, something like that. So now you have to stand there, they tell people and repeatedly say, now my symbol is so. Why that one was so easy? Because the delegates for electing the members of parliament, now the number not past 30. So they were all there before the commencement of the election. Okay, it was so easy. But when you take that same format back, you want to and come to general one like the lower level election where now mass voting from all wards them. I must people go the same way the post in the ballot for begin talk say now no symbol so waiting obtain then now for make the candidates them the campaign throughout the process, we're not to best practice for election. Election system, you get a timetable, you get a cool-off period, and then they're going to, the day of the election, now make even national election, they're going to put national party colors, not for campaign to anybody. So, because of that, I realized, say, the people are not giving the opportunity, having campaign, they're not giving the opportunity for many people and can choose who they want. What we see now, just maybe a manipulation, okay, just go vote for the lamp, now we man, go vote for the lamp, now young people then can't there, and I make a be other people and write beaucoup write and express, but I did to come out openly. One, for me, they don't say something bad happen. And moving forward, as we have a 21 days window between Saturday for the next consensus election, make something like that now happen. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Kamara, somebody now because you're not victim of this symbol, make you not be one let other people then be disenfranchised? Yes or no?
Well, me na civil society advocate. I've been a civil society voice in this country. When I the first national coordinator of National and Democracy Salon, I always believe in matters of justice, fair play, and the rest. So I will tell you, for I give you a balance. It's not because I be a victim. I can even enjoy a system, but I still oppose that system. I give you an example. When I was to go to Parliament, I don't there for like the party in power for 10 years. I didn't get any appointment. I look at myself, the people don't forget me. So I come up for the symbol. When I come up for the symbol, the incumbent then 127, Honorable Fofi, and by then 109 or so. Now very popular guy to the party leadership. Is a friend to the Western Region Chairman, when I'm in Mansari then Patsoina the deputy, and are so close body to Honorable Cherikoko. I would not have seen any possibility for me then left and they can't give me symbol. But I just go surface for tell and say, adio. So moving forward after 2018, you are Sirajin Day, and he had worked for this party. That's what I showed. And JFK will be a testament to that because Nambi heard the interview So from there, Fofi to still disqualify him. The other guys, the other two guys, they say them they work on and receive money from the consolidated fund. So I became the only sole candidate. And so more or less, I go to parliament because somebody get to see and then disqualify him. But no sooner I went to parliament, I carried down the system of Tusim. I said, it's wrong. We cannot have people living abroad, they support we every day when I see then collection center for international NCRA. Then Bokuna the country because of the guys in the diaspora where they help with, then they cushion the economy. So
all right, Mr. Kamara.
Yes.
So we go save that particular discussion for the studio program. But for now, you critics then go talk say you raise out this because you get grudge against the All People's Congress, then deny you symbol. Is it a lie or a truth?
Well, people say that me not suppose to keep symbol. I know we tell you that nobody will be happy for make them use small money, then you spend huge and put in a parliament, and you see another party put in a parliament, especially me party for don't correct that. I will not be a happy person, but I will tell you not to pursue they keep grudge, so I not get grudge against the party. If I get for them abandon the party, but I get involved in almost every activity of the party, and even for support some young guys and so, and I think Sudan is not tenable. I will tell you, but maybe I want for see whether I'm aggrieved or what have you. I think the way team they try for push, let we learn for do the right thing. Yesterday, I was on Riyadh with Superman, and I appreciate the conversation. And he acknowledged seeing me point in place, and that they actually because of resources and time. That's okay, very good. I appreciate this. What I would have loved to see, the IMC for don't give notice say, this election they do so, people for ready for go ballot for symbol them. Not to people in face for the day. It's information when you not get people and they misconstrue you know, and knowing how the system don't they all man they watching company, nobody not trusting company, and knowing most of other officers come to office, some of us have to raise our voice, you know. And me now one person where if I not see, I know they talk. When I see, I they talk, and when I talk, it's dusted and done. And I call the attention of the party for say this is not the best practice. And but with the explanation last night, I think say I go simmer down, but also think say moving forward, let's have a clear roadmap. When I talk to which would expect on the day, because the more we go now, the more the election will become tense. So let's have it right so that everybody will be happy.
All right, waiting will be your final statements to the party members in case then decide for rerun the areas then we been get some run and according to reports ballot stuffing.
Yes, that's not my area of statement. Definitely, I not bring that come. I've been just pointing on the area of symbol, but that one anybody don't come. We see some say them wound people, then say them born and makeshift school, all the rest of that. I think say the IMC from where I read this, we only get a conversation, and I think say they take note say there are some areas them where definitely not go on fine. But the most important thing, Mrs. Margaret, let we learn is that a voting party na new phenomenon. It's not been there. We've been used to selection. So introducing it will be get some challenges. But I just know say we not done the USA we use for day. We not the USA we supposed for day, but we not the USA we use today. So more or less we are making progress. So there could be skirmishes and unpleasant things, but this is wherein information comes out big. If they had come out and speak to me, some of us would not have raised the voice. So I also the challenge and say, make we get it better. Let's move on. This is our party. Let's move on and make the process better so that everybody will be happy.
All right, thank you very much for joining. We go find time for bring Honorable Kamara inside the studio anytime soon. Continue for stay with me. This na Unity Broadcasting. So after this information passed around with the fight and the ballot stuffing accusations on the All People's Congress, we see Kapskano come with a statement. I go read this statement as una dey watch am na the screen. Kapskano accused the Sierra Leone People's Party, say breaking news. It says SLPP has sent red-shirted thugs to APC polling stations at the party's ward elections today to create confusion and frame APC officials and supporters as reckless, disorderly, and chaotic. So anyway, story short, Kapskano levied this accusation on the Sierra Leone People's Party. For sake of that, we go get Param Tarawali, we na in the Secretary General of the Sierra Leone People's Party. By extension, let it can tell we this accusation whether they hand they inside. We're not able to reach out to the PRO because it is out of the country. So Param Tarawali go talk to we on the phone line also, make it tell we if indeed the Sierra Leone People's Party now then send and talks them wearing red for let them go cause mayhem now the elections for the All People's Congress. I beg your pardon. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting. Hello, Param, can you hear me? Honorable Param, can you hear me? Hello, Honorable Param, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, so we get this Kapskano come out with a very clear and vivid message on the Sierra Leone People's Party, your party. As Secretary General, in the absence of the PRO, will reach out to you for let you come and clarify whether it is your involvement and your party.
Okay. Thank you very much. You know, as a party, we always don't tell this nation, say we're very focused and we are not distracted. Because SLPP, when we done convention, the first thing we do, now for sit down as an executive and develop a sound strategic plan. We're going to lead with party in the next 3 years towards victory in 2028. So as a party, we're very focused on that and we not going to be distracted at all. We'll not say what they happen currently. Now a strategy geared towards introducing some distraction in the SLPP, but we are not bothered and one assure whoever they develop their strategies for telling them say we were very focused and then they're not a bother with. Having said this, like what you say, these are allegations we will not be wished for response to, but you media house big.
Hello, Honorable, you did it?
If we not try for, if we not, yes.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
We're going to do the people of Sierra Leone disservice if we not try for clarify some of them here. So on behalf of the Sierra Leone People's Party, and specifically the leader and the chairman of the party, I want to say just them few things here. One, as a party, we want for unequivocally denying the allegations made by Kapskano and by extension the APC. And the reason why I say by extension the APC, now the fact that if Kapskano, when a very senior member of the APC, don't make them kind of grave allegations there, the APC knows say within themselves not so true, but they sit down then and they aid them. I still can recall that some few years ago, we one senior member outrightly dissociate himself from her. They not stop there. The government come in, arrest the person, take him to CID. Then as a party, we sit on our second highest organ, when at the National Executive Council, they will suspend this person. Now they tell you, say, a responsible party not encourage anything where they bring about division and where they make sure, say, the party where it is served, they disrepute. But here is a situation where Kapskano, a very senior member of the APC, they make allegations where founded on what we they call sinking sand. The APC did and they listen. they're not able to dissociate themselves because they not get that culture. So firstly, we want for outrightly deny the allegation, for be baseless, and you not get no foundation. Secondly, we will seek clarification on this from Capscanu as well as the APC, because if they not dissociate themselves from Capscanu in allegation, meaning they agree with her. So they seek clarification. Where are the pieces of evidence upon waiting you base your claim? The one that we go set confusion, where the SLPP man will be did it. The one that we police arrest, police don't ever come out and say any SLPP man did it. Because when we watch some of the clips there, some of the videos, clearly in many places around the country, you dey see who side the APC themselves beat out with their colleagues there. For example, side around Thunder Hill, a woman beat her and they complain say one of the APC leaders now Grassfield, now don't mobilize in your talks there, they don't go eat pet pan them. Come to Falaba, where they burn school structures, which SLPP Falaba district, where you see now the photo clearly.
Yeah.
So they also seek for evidence and clarification on this. Make Capscanu and the APC come to this nation and clearly with evidence say, now this and this, that then are the SLPP people who have been jumped into the election and cause them confusion here.
All right.
Because the APC every day go assert, but they not get no evidence for proof. And I also want to challenge the APC say, if you really know say you don't know you oath, then somebody else come on and oath. It can make confusion that you oath. That is trespass. You get right for care and go court. But when APC not believe in the court process, then feel say they just go to make baseless claims, and not feel say they even go treat this matter very serious.
All right, Honorable.
I also want to continue.
Okay.
I want to continue as a party for highlight for party in commitment to the peace of this country, to democracy, because we are the party with the track record for bring peace in Sierra Leone. We are the party with the track record for stick by democracy and do everything within the realm of democratic practices.
All right, Honorable.
We're not going to stop. As a party, we also they call on the PPRC, we are the regulator, for quickly mount an investigation into this, because these are things we also get a propensity for create tension in the country. So let PPRC come in as the regulator and quickly mount an investigation into these claims by Capscanu and by extension the APC, for make sure say they go to the depth of this matter and able know what's in the truth.
All right, so, Honorable, why sooner they call on PPRC for make it do the investigation and do the needful? Wanna get any plans for pull out an official press statement?
I'll tell you something. As a party, we don't talk say we are not distracted. We don't want a situation where APC go they say this every day we're busy with press statements. Press statements that just minimal aspect of we strategy. So certain things were not very important. If you see the SLPP Secretary General take in pen, they put it on paper, that for very serious things. We not they take pen and put it on paper for frivolous things like where APC kids don't know how begin to things. So we not want even become distracted. Like what I tell you in the beginning, I said we only respond because we consider the media house as one of the most credible in this country. So one use them for make sure that the people of Sierra Leone know exactly what's in the SLPP position on this. But having said this, I just want to say this again, that the APC just wants to scapegoatize the SLPP. You know, when they say democracy, when they say election, it's a funny thing. We as a party, we're not used to election. We're not used to democracy. We know what it means. This thing where APC they go through so now, not a new thing. Yourself now a journalist, you got attest to the fact say during lower level elections just about a year ago, they leading to a convention, we said they get some small chamot there. Okay, so in democracy in elections, they have chamot and not go down. But what to make you a responsible party, very potent enough, that your capacity for able address, then chamotia, learn lessons from her, and integrate the lessons here into your future interventions. But unfortunately, the APC not ever sabi elections. Already we know one person the guy team up is saying that this person I want, they all man greater. Then they move on. So now this is a new thing today. Just like one film will be watch, what they call Tarzan. Tarzan now, a boy when they born in the jungle. So now apes them, baboon them, and the men are. So at the end of the day, when they get for rescue and bring her at on, them treat her for being human, but in everybody will be human. If they sit down there at the table and they eat dinner, if they eat the table, if they shout, the baboon shout. This is the kind of situation we find ourselves. APC no one is celebrating a democracy. They no one is celebrating elections. Then now they want to copy the SLPP. Then before otherwise come, now colleagues then, we are all Secondarians. Then before otherwise come and learn from we. And say the SLPP do a while on teach we how they go about lower level elections, they would have done that. But they're not Greek land. So they go always there in the situation of Tarzan, where they see, like say they want to do democracy, but they don't know. And for the ineptitude behaviors, Capscanu, they can't attack the SLPP. This is sad. It's sad for democracy. It's sad for the peace of this nation. When APC always there in problem, the SLPP always they open doors so they for help them solve the problems. I remember throughout the early 2000s, where APC the multitude of court case after the other, then the PPRC in and out. The late Tijan Kaba, he make sure say himself contribute. And together, then work with late Justice Tola Thompson and make sure say they able to resolve the APC situation. Fast forward, just about 2-3 months ago, where APC being caught in a quagmire, the SLPP again come for support them. Because for us, democracy is very important. Where the country they at peace, where everybody they do things within the realm of law, that is important to we as a party. To make APC them manage their business, because we not get any business for doing that. Not to we SLPP they contest for the secretary generalship, not to we they contest for the world chairmanship. What will they go put confusion at the process for? For make we win world chairmanship na APC?
All right, Honorable.
Founded the house upon which they stand.
Honorable, we see video then will be surface about makeshift houses then where they be the born, where attached houses where they say na temporary school, and people then they run around and say ballot stuffing. So your colleagues on the other side, the APC, waiting that you advise so that if they get for rerun those elections.
Okay, so if you say advice, me go profile advice today. But whether they born makeshift shelters or not, that are purely within the confines of their own party. When the SLPP not get nothing for do with that. We get state security. If you threaten the security of the state security go come in. But if they want free tuitioning on how to go about lower level elections, we are open. Let them come to us. We can give it to them free of cost. So my advice to them, now for like they probably come to the SLPP with all kind of magnanimity and say, look, SLPP, this will not be, we've never done it before. Okay? But please come and tuition us. How do we proceed from this point? As a responsible party, we know say every party in this country useful to the people, the political education, we go come in, we go support them, we go talk to them, and we go give them how the strategies, how to go about and make sure say they get a peaceful lower level elections where they lead to the convention. But the truth of the matter is, make APC stop for scapegoatize people. I know say this talk while they talk, they will begin to talk, say, hey, na Capscanu. Yes, few years ago, when I've been getting another policy where they bring trouble and mayhem in the country. When we demand for dissociate ourselves from the policy, when I boldly talk say the policy not to carry member. Here is the situation now, Capscanu, if una deny him back. But he's a card carrying member of the APC, a very senior member. If you don't assert then kind of una know say na dangerous assertion. Una know of that. Why didn't you dissociate yourself from him? That means una de condo people where they create all sort of disorderly behavior in the state. Una de condo people for just cast aspersions on others without dissociating yourself from him. That's not a responsibility. As a responsible party, if we get any of our member we bring up anything we feel say if they bring the party into disrepute, we'll come out bold and sober for dissociate the party from waiting that person say, and we're not going to stop that. We'll go further for take appropriate actions against that person as per the constitution of the SLPP. So for me, if the APC want let them come, we'll touch on them. Now that make good day. We are the first political party from the provinces. We are a very mature party, having been founded in 1951, and we will continue to play that fatherly role to all younger brothers when they come up, including all the other political parties we trust in the SLPP and know say now who they lead way camp at democracy and good governance.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Parantawali, the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone People's Party. Now, step in whilst the PRO their away for an allegations where a senior member of the All People's Congress, Capscano, Honorable Capscano, where they out of the country levy on the Sierra Leone People's Party. Well, fortunately, Sierra Leoneans, we see a picture surface. Her Excellency Fatima Jabi Madabio, he points out, he flash in party membership wise, he read the constitution. Wanna go watch? So that's come and tell we say, it been once less Sierra Leone People's Party individuals than reading constitution. Reading your constitution for let you know. And again, inside there is splash in distinguished Grand Chief Patron card where they indicate say yes in a 0000005. 00005. That's now tell we say in at the number 5 person where they inside. So they encourage all the individuals then where they are the Sierra Leone People's Party for let them read the constitution. And I know the reason why Her Excellency do this. A lot of people then they talk say it not qualify for all this position or for all this, and there is a lot of innuendos on social media. So in come out now and splash and say, "Una go read una constitution because probably some of una don't know what una they up to." Let this be a pointer. Say una need for read better and understand. So kudos to Madam Fatima Jabi Madabio for letting Sierra Leoneans, actually those in the SLPP, for letting them read the constitution and able to digest them. Because when you don't know, you misinform individuals. But when you know, you can be able to tell the people or public in a very cohesive manner. Congratulations for that, telling the people or Sierra Leoneans, those that belong to the LCPP family, to read their constitution. Now we see again on social media, there is this boy we killing girlfriend, husband and wife. That was so brutal. That Bobo look at himself at an age where woman say, you know, one time, that's the relationship. That lovely soul is gone. Where is Sierra Leone heading for? Well, sometimes people then can say, well, man don't taste woman business. It don't sweet for him. It can do anything. It can even talk, say, I decide me mama in check and give you. I go give you me deed. I go will me papa in house and give you. There, I don't know what is going on in the world, but that's a young soul, 20 years old boy, where kill a very young girl in a relationship just because the woman say no one time. But the father of the family also, we reach out to him. The past say no go become on television, but he was very devastated. This came as a result of not taking care of your child the right way. He confessed, say, yes, himself gets blame, and he advised all other family members, say, when you begin to go wayward, not push her out, make sure you bring her in so that the love between you and two, it could be a bond. This not the country where we they see things they go on. So Nyapui also, secondary school na Kenema, where they Kombema, unfortunately, it don't born for the second time. This is another devastating situation for the owner of the school, as the girls they don't finally displaced. And at first there was a displace, and the second one now, it don't just overwhelm for him. I reached out to him. Unfortunately, he said not able to talk to me because this is above in expectation, waiting human comprehension. Maybe na in juju, according to I quote, maybe na juju na in the feta, because why back to back, 14 days, 17 days apart, this don't can happen again to them. This na the country where we dey, where individuals then can go at any length for let them destroy you. Una stay tuned, this na Unity Broadcasting. We'll take a quick commercial break, and when we come, we go usher in, we guess, we go start with the military PRO, where you can't tell we exactly waiting and get for expect inside the 25%. Una stay tuned, me your name now, Elizabeth Kefwe Gembe. Good morning.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service-oriented, customer-friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as...
Right, welcome back. The program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. I get inside the studio the spokesperson for the military air commander, Hassan Kumba. We go can talk to we about the 25% increments where they don't get, and we go run down waiting at the way forward for that, how then they expect, how they receive the news first. And as you look at it, there is news flying around social media that the Juba barracks has been sold. For sake of that could be we last or final questions we'll go put out to well, the brigadier, because that's now the associate name for that air commando. He go tell we good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting.
Thank you very much. Fambolem, morning. Mina Air Commodore Hassan Kumba, Mina the Chief of Air Staff and as well the Defense Spokesman.
All right, so Mr. PRO, we once for Leigi, we walk we through the reforms with the recent facelift we don't involve in the community work for the Navy, and how that resonates with una. Because before, Navy then a barracks. Of late, we don't see now una get for going to community work. We see say una don't get wage, una get for do. How that resonates with una or the Navy?
Thank you very much for that question. This resonates with we start from this new administration within now. We're headed by the Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Amar Aidara Bangura. They roll out one document we call the National Defense Policy and Strategy. This is not a document, we're not a framework for guide how we go secure this country, and how we will contribute to national development, looking at territorial integrity. So in this document, key things that they we highlight. We two ways that we look at. Now one, how we protect this territorial integrity, and the other one, how we contribute to national development. So units and the way form. Before we been get what we call the Joint Force Command, but now what we get, we don't roll out into a tri-service. We get an army, a navy, and an air force. So you just talk about an aspect when at the navy. This same document here tasks the navy for get certain capability and support the people of Sierra Leone with certain tasks them. Now make you see the RSLAF in transformation now, they roll out see massive one, serious one, and I make you see all aspects of it to try for support the government of Sierra Leone.
All right, somebody go want for know how on this modern day soldiers then, how will they prepare for the 21st century for avoid threats, prevent threats, with regards not only going to the physical battlefield.
Okay, again, this one we will still link into this defense policy. When at this document, we really, now don't make we, instead of first and arslav, but putting na consume no more. But now, what we want to look at, we want to be partner in development. Also, now this document, now don't make, we don't look at modern threats them. All the threats them we did to Sierra Leone and the sub-region, and how we fit into them, and how we respond to them. So now make you find out, say, in the 21st century, we look at 21st century challenges them. And when you look at the challenges, and you see, say, terrorism in the sub-region, a critical, a challenge. You also see, for example, the Sahel, we're the epicenter now of terrorism. So we counter terrorism and cyber crime in them of preparing against transnational crime. A day on top of we plan. So the transformation, the reorganization, we come through this national defense policy. Now the framework will guide we for do that.
All right, now we don't see 25% increments when a great move by H.E. Julius Maada Bio. So some military then say na boku money na them pockets. So the public then say military get for stop now for the do side hustle. You feel say then two juxtapose statements here. One na boku money now na bank 25%. So others looking at that when they stop the side hustling now. Which of them two yeah the military they really get for embark on? And they forget about side hustling, and then they feel say they get good money in their bank accounts. Okay,
but before I go to the money in a bank and side hustling, I just want to put the context how this come about.
Correct.
We an announcement to His Excellency, when our Commander-in-Chief, in address to troops them or to the parade on the Armed Forces Day, when at the 18th of this month. Few things I want to bring out on that day. Now, one of the significance of that day, where a point to us, where His Excellency and the people of Sierra Leone, they appreciate the sacrifice where people, the soldiers them. Do you want them before now? And do you want them where they currently serve? Do you want them where pay ultimate sacrifice them? Waiting them do when they sacrifice their life. And do you want them where they continue for work? The appreciation now His Excellency they show. Additionally, His Excellency appreciates the transformation where they happen in the Asla. Where they evolve. We don't come out. We don't go through with history turbulent. We've been there now, we support the World War II. We've been fighting at the Battle of Mayon. Then later, war can at this country, we fought 11-year war. When then 2 wars in the done, before we've been to celebrate Mayon. But when then 2 wars, when the war done, 2002 by the then SLPP government headed by President Ahmad Tijan Kaba, we've been agreed say we'll get one occasion for remember them people here. When are the Armed Forces Day? This don't happen at the 17th one we do. So, you know, if this don't happen, the president say, well, the ASLAF, instead of trying now for transform, and they do well, people don't sacrifice. I think I need to appreciate them. So now I make you find out, say, able to talk about this 25% where you don't talk about. This 25%, yes, you talk about the money the Bokuna Bank, but key thing where it bring to we, where we really learn from. One, now a boost to morale and a motivatory. You know, madam, if somebody or your president and government can tell you, say, I hate your salary by so time, it don't show say your president appreciate you. The people of Sierra Leone and the government of Sierra Leone, they appreciate you for what you do. This don't make now, soldier then therefore, their life go for improve. And this is for make now, soldier go to work now, like we said, they say, they get small money now, they go to take care of certain things them. In welfare, go be taken care of. And by extension, a moral component, when now one very important fighting power, they don't enhance them. Additionally, this they enhance professionalism, you know, and even retention for let people then a soldier work. Somebody go say now, yes, how this they happen? We know say, if you don't pay you then get money, you go able to take that person there for go do some training. And if you go train, you doing training, you go pay attention. You know say if anything happens with me, you know you train for how you get for fed. And why is you able to do this training or how you get fed? You remember I say, so they where I do well, they appreciate me. Now continue for do well, then go appreciate me. So this they enhance that as well. Then somebody go say, soldier, last stay in a soldier. The one that will be the thing for left soldier go. Now then get small money, then they stay. you know. So even the operational readiness, that soldier wey sit down na Yenga, we will always think about right now, was in a difficult place. A left yonder, he hear this kind of announcement, they feel good. If they sit down there, he wait and look for any trouble where they come and deal with them. Rather, you not go see a situation where something happen, no more soldier run away. Because I know say well taken care of. Policies and then how they put in place. If you do something, we know say we don't this 25% don't boost your morale. So would they expect turnover? Would they expect output? Good output from our personnel in these days. So what more I want to point out here, this 25%, not just a number. We're not looking for let it be just a number. Rather, we're looking for let it be a lifeline. Where they empower we. It don't boost morale. It don't make now we have to continue for work for this country. So yes, you have to go to a bank, you meet money there. Then they all part of it.
So how the side hustling, where people then they wonder whether when I will get for stop soldier man and get for stop this side hustling, where they can left them post and they go work or do other things there.
Me, I assure you say side hustling, not an institutional thing na asla. Isolated cases and anytime where such thing happen, we understand. We they investigate into the letter, we punish the person. And after which, we go even try for develop policies them. We go make sure say soldier they not do. We got about policies and now we don't come out of where soldier can do misconduct. And we don't dismiss soldier them where they do misconducting. But as they tell you say side hawking and not institutional, we know they accept them, we know they condole them. In fact, this morning as we talk so, CDS they go address troops. Continuously, the senior management, they continue for address troops, for let troops they understand, waiting in vision, waiting they work towards, the challenges that they get, and how they try for mitigate them challenges. And as we done that day where HE don't talk to, we don't make this. Today, CDS, they go make let troops then really understand. So that misunderstanding no go there, ambiguity no go there, and clarity go there, and they go boost to morale and continue for the work for this country.
Now, the soldier man, the air, land, and sea, get for camp collaborates as one. How will I get for really do this so that there will be no conflict of interest?
Again, it come out from the same policy where HE launched that day. This policy don't come out with clear roadmap and framework for tell we waiting we for do. With this policy, the Navy in commander and in staff then, they don't charge them with their own responsibility. The air, they don't charge you with responsibility. The army and all the units and where them from. Once you know them here, what we got to do now is how we go equip ourselves, how we go train, how we go recruit personnel them, we go understand their roles and responsibility. And we also got to get training, joint training, whereby the army, the navy, and the air force will all come together and train. Then a part of the training pathway, so that we all understand each other's responsibility, we all support each other, and we complement each other. And another big thing we're very important are the civil-military coordination. We got to work with MDAs, civil society. We work with key stakeholders them, so that if everybody gets us, they rally all in resources, including the partners here, so that we'll be able to conflict whatever problem will come.
Now, Commander, somebody go talk say a critics where they watch waiting HEG Losmada Bill do, he say they're not timely at the time where the country they go through economic turmoil. You feel say to Una this a timely or it be done long overdue?
In my view, it done long overdue. Or say it a timely, for be realistic. Yes, we understand whose side they come out from. Different views, we understand people their opinion. But certain things and the way you get for look at. When this soldier man they work in this country, this soldier man they relate with other soldiers around the world. Then they discuss, they meet in missions. If you look at the rates within the pay we, and you look at the rates within the pay other soldiers then, maybe you will need to do research on that and draw inference and draw conclusion on that. It's kind of challenging. And now, mind you, the armed forces day, we don't say now a day where they appreciate people them for the good thing when they do. When I make them, they even give awards. So for let you appreciate somebody on a day like that, for the sacrifices they went don't make. Me, I think say, a timely, and that was the right moment where he used for do that.
All right, so the November 26 could be see individuals then where na soldier man then will be involved. Now we don't get this 25% money where they go now on a bank. So you feel say this na a motivation to honor the soldier mandate for law una give una loyalty to the government?
Yes, na a motivation. In the first place, no law will not lose sight say we dey under oath or serve the government. Then they alone we get a covenant there. But however, if then kind motivation here they come, it is but welcoming.
Is it motivation to serve the government or motivation to serve the nation?
No, I think say we get, as I tell you earlier, we take loyalty for serve the constitution and the government, right? So the government is not about which government they in power. It's about the government of the day. In as much as we do something for protect that constitution, making sure say the rule of law, democracy, good governance, it prevail, I think say if they appreciate we fine. It's not about, not to say then they try for cajole we or try for win-win on their side for their own person. No. This is about, let's look at it from the national point of view, whereby you get soldiers then get covenant with you for provide security. But if you look at the condition, let's take the younger case again. Soldier and they suffer. They're in a difficult position. If they really one shot yonder, no soldier not supposed to run, they're supposed to stay there until they get reinforcement. During that time, you get to see the rest of the population run away, but then they stay. Then they do things and wait for it, where they even lead to paying their ultimate price, where they're alive. So for let you appreciate them and motivate them, I think say a day in place.
Commando, we don't see some soldier man them very lawless. How wanna they instill discipline in individuals then where they cause trouble or problems for the institution?
We do this by many ways. You know, every institution you want to maintain discipline. And in the armed forces, military, discipline na the bedrock, na the foundation. Now discipline, na they make soldier they sit down in guard post, where somebody carry a firearm, that soldier they not run away. They sit down there, they respond to that fire. Now discipline they make where pandemic they come, everybody they run away, soldier they provide security for quarantine, and people that were infected. They stay there. So, we need to maintain the highest level of discipline because it cut across, not the international standard that. So what we can do in the armed forces, we say we get two types of discipline. We get that discipline before they recruit you, where you people and born you, where you grow up, that discipline where you the commander you host with, where you come at the armed forces. That's one discipline. That's what they call. You get another one, where now we they can put inside you, where they train you, will shape you till you grow. So there are two types of discipline are there. Trust me, my sister. The discipline where some people can come with. You know, soldier and police, people don't turn them. Where person do bad. That what they say that bad picking. They say when I go put on a soldier or police. Today, the military is just the society, now a product of the society, now a microcosm of the society. A lot of people in there will not know them, not till we born them, not till we grow up with them. They don't come with that bad character. But we get policies, processes, and procedures in place where they make, where you do bad, we they investigate, then we punish you. We get what we call summary dealing, where we get some kind of legal system where commanders then get right, where the law allow that. If somebody do something, then they charge you, you appear before your commander, you count, you witness them, the person where they prosecute inside camp, similar thing. Then they investigate you, then question you, then find out whether you do one or not, then the appropriate charge they then give you. We can also get another policy what we call misconduct policy, whereby what you would look at here now percentage of probability over 50+1. If we able to prove say this thing you do beyond all reasonable doubt with that probability, then the misconduct policy will take place. Whereby this policy also guide we how you carry them out, and if you carry them out, the person guilty, some of the punishments and where you give. So we get system in place. We also get another system where really they help we, where we call redress procedure. Where if I can't do bad to my subordinate, this my subordinate they use that policy there. It goes me one somebody they up on top me one, and go lay seek redress. Say I don't do bad. That is because we want to make sure say we give fair treatment to everybody within the armed forces, so that people will be disciplined and serve the constitution and the government and people.
All right, Commando, somebody don't ask, una can ever discharge soldier man, and if una they do waiting grave where they can do, una can discharge them.
Yes, we don't dismiss people. And some of the policies that we don't use for that, now the summary dealing, one, whereby we person do bad, we charge them with the appropriate sections them, like well, then you conduct court some more. If they find you guilty, especially then difficult ones them, then go dismiss you for that. We also get a misconduct policy, where you do something, especially where you do something where they put Aslav in name in disrepute. For example, you thief. If you thief, will not accept them. Because the possibility they say, you go do something tomorrow where you can put the entire Aslav in trouble, and even the government and people of Sierra Leone and the country into trouble. Also, somebody where sometimes you then go put you say go work on site, then you come out. If they tell you say go stay in this place, you come out. If you come out, then they charge you. When they charge you, find you guilty, then dismiss you. So we get a whole lot of them. We also get fraternization, whereby we don't see people within the armed forces, where they use your authority for take advantage of somebody. They don't dismiss people because of that. So yes, we don't dismiss people. We get policies them, we get processes and procedures them for dismiss people where they do misconduct process.
All right. Before we take a quick commercial break, I go ask a question with regards the sale of Juba barracks. This don't be a cry on social media. People then they ask back to back whether Juba barracks indeed has been sold. As a PRO sitting here this morning, I want to confirm to the nation whether indeed the Juba barracks has been sold.
Thank you very much for that question. First, I just want to inform the general populace that we get a press release with will be done signed with the Commo this morning in respect of this issue. We desire for bring clarity to this matter. We really appreciate the discussions that will happen. It don't guide we in we thought process how we get for deal with this. But few things I want to make clear in making this. This barracks discussion, how it come about, now from looking at the welfare of the soldiers, them, the armed forces, the personnel. The barracks itself, not sell it. Let's just make this word clear, the word sold. Because I know that they people then pick on. If people look at the entire discussion, then they go understand what things come about. But now I know I'm going to that. All I want for make clarity on the sold. Directly to your question, we'll not sell it. Rather, we'll look at options then, whereby we will be able to transpose or transfer or transform the setting within that barracks into another location. And in doing so, we will look at options. We will look at a sale option where I say, we will look at a public-private partnership option with the same discussion we have been saying. Then we will look at partial development. If I get time, I can explain some of them, waiting than they say. But from the public-private partnership we have been saying, we will look out for people we want help with for develop. My sister, the modern day armed forces, if you go look at the Juba barracks, the barracks, they don't outlive the better contribution way for do to the Aslav. That barracks in Bilam, we even did at the outskirts of Freetown. Today, that barracks, house them there under Tinabe, they see everything will happen inside that barracks. That barracks, building they don't come so much close into that barracks. The accommodation they wait inside that barracks. People in the live here and they get sick. If we look at the data, now so many things inform why we want to transform that place into another location. Now in the press statement, the press release, we say we don't identify place and we don't even buy place in Mashaka. We're big, and this place, whatever we want put in our modern in terms of social amenities, in terms of better accommodation. Say if you go build 2 room and parlor safe now. This time you go able to get a proper toilet, you go able to make place where people go sit down study, you go make place where they go lay down sleep, you go able to go put hospital, you go able to put so many things where if you want to go put all length in the Juba, you cannot. So, but this press release, they come out, make it clear, what we want to achieve. We even talk, say, why we want to do this transition. Moving from Juba. We all know Juba. We want Juba. We want to keep Juba, so many things. But the modern trend, modern welfare, how the Aslaf, they transform. The Aslaf, they not train now. The Aslaf now want to be the 21st century armed forces. Who say we want to go now? We want to go now a place where soldiers go there, in sick one go be better because of the environment. If you need them in a short notice, you go able to get them. If you get to train them, you go able. You know, command and control. Today, soldiers on the side, all over the town. If you want to mobilize soldiers for do something, now a challenge. So
all right. In that case, who side then they relocate the soldier man there? Their houses can go don't build before then they move them come yonder.
So the plan place where we want to do this replacement in Mashaka. We don't go buy vast land in Mashaka. I think about between 250 and 500 acres of land. Where we want to go put something, we go able to go do large multi-purpose building that we able put there, we go take personnel and then families, we go able make training area, we go able also do infrastructure, then we go able to look at professionalism or enhance professionalism since they transform. But what's more important, we look at long-term growth of the armed forces. We don't want to get stuck with our there. We know we the transform. So, but one thing where I want to bring out, madam, in this is that we look at an investment where get to be beneficial to the armed forces and the people of Sierra Leone. But we get to take note of hitting them. One, so many things and we got oversight bodies there. For example, we cannot do this thing without even we oversight body in a parliament. They don't know. We cannot do that. It's not possible. We cannot do this without Ministry of Works. For now, for even go value that place, we don't know a value. We need expertise. And what's how we get this expertise? We go for outsource. Ministry of Lands, we're not going to do this thing if Ministry of Lands not doing it. So the process is we just they formulate them, we they think about them, we they tell personnel so that they go know and get hope say this transformation what they do and for make their life better. Whatever we they do, not for law is continue for stay inside there. There's an objective here. The objective now for replace this outdated barracks with a modern one, well-planned military accommodation, we'll be able to house more personnel then. Mind you, Juba just they take few. Now 20 old buildings and in this place. We're not fit for purpose right now. We'll be able to use them three options here, I will tell you. For we're able to do something, we're going to be a beneficial investment. But we'd look forward. And the objective, like I say, now for we're able to get a barracks, we're well planned, now a modern one, where they're able to take care of families and then soldiers them in a very good condition. We don't go able to contribute to national development.
All right, why should they wait for relocating soldier in Masiaka? I got one for no through the public whether wanna go for do a bidding process since we want go through private sector.
Exactly. So this is not a whole process whereby, like I said earlier, we look at the legal framework. We get rights for even do what you want to do. We have to be guided with that. NPAPA procedures them, policies and we have to be guided by that. And this thing now a phased approach. If if I try to join the dots together, this national defense policy and strategy, we don't give an idea of how to do this. We get what we look at Agenda 2035. So now outward we look. We're not looking now say today now sell, today now did this. No. We try to put a plan where they roll out for over a period. So this thing you have to be faced. We have to consult people. We have to consult ministries, departments, and agencies. We have to consult stakeholders. In fact, this discussion don't help you for even shape how we have to go about this process.
All right. Lastly, Commando, waiting at the time frame from now to when we will begin to see this relocation and the sale or the transfer or the transformation of this land.
It will be very difficult for that. But I still want pegam in this with Agenda 2035, whereby we get a roadmap now with a guideway. And I still want to assure with general populace say we have to follow all the laws of Sierra Leone with a guideway in this thing. We have to reach out to all the development partners and stakeholders then, and we have to be as transparent as possible. We have to keep people informed. You go find out say before now the spokesman office at the ASLAF have been dormant. Because of this document and this agenda and this policy, now we try to reactivate this office bring out strategies so that we will continuously engage with people. Then they know about the ASLA and let them help people build the ASLA to what we want.
All right. In name na Commando Hassan Kombe, we na in the PRO for the military. He can foretell we around the 25% where His Excellency Julius Maada Bio just give them. How then they then receive the news, what it mean to them, and we talk around the sales of Juba Barracks where it don't clarify, say, an agenda 2030. It is not something near. They don't even do the procurement it, and then get for involve all other ministries where you go come inside. The program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. We go take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we go usher in with next guest. Stay tuned.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service-oriented, customer-friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. All
right, welcome back. The program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. This is what we do on Unity. We connect voices. We just connected voices all over the place, and now we connect the voice of the director of the NCRA. Ikanaya for tell we about the new price where the government don't levy on Sierra Leoneans. There is a lot of cry out there say even the one we've been there, people they not be able to afford that. But now they don't can add another one. So we there today for talk to the people of Sierra Leone, how then they come about, the way forward, and how we get for use the voter ID card for election purpose. In name, now Director Masakwe, good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting.
Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, people.
All right, so
and
Director,
thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, and welcome to Unity Broadcasting Morning Studio. So, Director, give me an overview of the registration authority from who side you take them and how you don't make them. Some man go say you make it a little bit sexy or what? Give me an overview of it.
No, it is beyond making it sexy. You know, if you are in this country, when we took over governance in 2018, and you look at what it was like before 2018, you will get the inclination for appreciate and thank His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio most, because in these 7-8 years of governance we have done a lot, but we merely don't rebrand the institution. The National Civil Registration Authority was, before 2016, what they call National Registration Secretariat. And that was largely limited to registration and to ID cards at that time. And then, so in 2014-15, government then and partners, there was need to review, to look at the registration landscape of Sierra Leone in terms of capturing the citizens and other residents of this country. That is not only for Sierra Leone, because that's how the world don't go now. And in 2014, the report indicates everything that happened in the country before that time was very much confusing, and there was no reliable record on the people of this country, and there was so much duplication of information, data, personal information on our people, and government and our people relied more on data or information from external partners, from foreign partners, We now at the will, they will say anything, more so when the war be done. And largely, many a time they may get reason for the even use data from the war. So they do not have time to update records on our people and on, as a country. And so that may be because government a lot of waste of resources and embarrassment to government and the people. So that informed the development of a civil registration reform policy, where government in 2014 adopt, and that culminated into the establishment of the National Civil Registration Authority through an act of parliament dated 30th June 2016, where say there was reason for all forms of registration of our people and the vital events where they happen in the lives of the people were consolidated, integrated, put them together, so that from one source, every other government sector, government institution or public institution will get access to the records or information of our people. We're reliable, we're consistent, not at that time, we before then, where today you are Elizabeth, tomorrow you can be Frances, another day you can be Antoinette, with different names, different date of birth, different information, and where people when they die, where they're not they die, but then they die by record. All of those ones, where you will give record on from Sierra Leone to international partners or to their foreign missions, for instance, Sierra Leone will get embarrassment. And when President Bio took over government in 2018, we say no, it cannot continue like this. We came in as a disciplined government with a focus, and everything we have done is to make sure that we restore the dignity and integrity of our people in a disciplined manner. So what did we do? We said no, you cannot have multiple dates of birth. We said no, you can have multiple names, but there must be a record where to show say those are your names. And we say no to say first you don't not die but you die, or you fake marriage, or you fake divorce. All of those things may happen in the past. And what we can now we say no, one man, one identity. So we bring in what the law calls say the national identification number. We in government will not make law for law's sake. We will make law, we will implement the law. It is again for taking time, bold, you have to be bold enough to implement law. People can make laws and forget about them. We cannot do that. When we have a law, we implement the law. Because now the law now for the people, you cannot keep it. Otherwise, why make the law? So we have used the NIN to do a lot of transformation, a lot of good work for us as a country, for our people. We don't attract so much international attention than since 2018 to now. Many places across the world, in Africa in particular, they're going to ask Sierra Leone, how did you do it? How are you managing it? Because we have had an integrated system where they account for all the events where they happen to anybody in life in this country, beginning from birth till you die, or you the marriage, or you divorce, or you adopt, or you citizen, everything about anything. So within the twinkling of eye, in seconds, I can tell you who you are, what you are, where you are, what you do, anything, in a reliable manner, consistent with the law, which was not the case before 2018.
All right. Now, it wasn't the case before 2018. But again, so the ordinary Sierra Leoneans, now we look at the rise of the price. It used to be 145. Now, when I don't put on to 165. What can bring about this?
No, not a rise in price. If you say a rise in price, you are being unfair with government.
But why 145 to 165?
So we adjusted the price. It's an adjustment on the price. Why is that so? We launched ID card project in this country in 2023, January 2023. From 2023 January to now, if you look at many institutions across the world, many countries, the prices, the economy, they change. They not they go down, things they go up no more. But government, for the last 3-4 years, don't they bear the responsibility for make sure for cushioning that the pressure not on the people of this country. Government with any partner, don't they say, we will continue to provide, make sure we have enough stock of IDs so that we don't get, you don't ever hear it say, possibly go take ID card, they say, ID card, now they wait after 1 month or 2, 3 months. There has been no stock out. That has been at the expense of government and the partner.
But again, Director.
Hold it.
Okay.
There has been no stock out. We have made sure, or we continue to make sure, we feel and empathize for our people. So what do? We don't care for say, let we run at some, let we take the responsibility for salvage any challenge all people they get. And so therefore, we are guided by the law. We have said we are not a government where they make law and put aside. We implement the law. We recognize the law. So what we did, when we did the contract where we established a partnership for how we get ID cards in this country and the type of ID cards. Mind you, the type of ID cards we have in this country, we never find out. When you look at the security features, you can't find it anywhere, for instance, in the sub-region. Ours was in the design and the specs of our ID cards. We are very much conscious of it, very consultative, where we brought together every stakeholder. We get bearing for people to know how do we do it. Besides us as a government and other government institutions, we conferred with international partners, like the European Union and the UN system. And we did not stop at that. When we did all of our specifications, we again sought the guidance from the ECOWAS, because they also produce the ECOWAS ID cards. We don't want a case where, when you have a card, an ID from Sierra Leone, you go Ivory Coast, for instance, and they say, no, they don't recognize that. When they launched the ID card, you had the ECOWAS representative in this country announced to the world that Sierra Leone's ID card, where we don't design, is very much consistent, or even more than the specifications of ECOWAS. We are in line with what ECOWAS specifies for, say, an ID card with security features should constitute. And so, from 2023 to now, we will not attempt to do any changes. But from that time, you did see the loan or the price don't they fluctuate, don't they change from Bank of Sweden. Now, Bank of Sweden, they determine the rate of the exchange rate. But we have borne that for the last 3 years. So what we have merely done, because we have been bearing this cost for the last 3 years, and now it continues the rate, the Bank of Sweden, they determine the rate. What we have done basically to say, one, we don't want stock out. We want a case where our people always have ID card. Our people are able to afford ID card, and we say we adjust the price in a form, in a manner in which that can still be afforded by our people.
All right, Director, you say the empathetic, or they look at, they sorry for people them, now that make this system here a day so. But when you look at the economic situation of the nation, somebody will say they not raise me salary and not get extra money. A family of 5, 6, therefore go take 165 for get an ID card. Una not look at the burden where una go put on the individuals rather than considering it as empathetic?
No, I go refuse to accept anybody who say government not raise salary. Government the last years don't they consider and don't they give some little bit of salary increment to staff. But the ID cards are not only for public sector workers. There are also many other people that are targeting millions of Sierra Leoneans or foreign residents. Other people in the world don't know they work at all, the informal sector. They have to have ID cards because the ID cards now don't tie by law to access services in this country. If you say, for instance, the price adjustment, some people get concerned over. Look at what we are also doing. Before 2018, the ID card will be produced in this country. It never get that kind of security feature. It was so porous that anybody can fake and change ID at any time. You don't want identity, now a security document. It is as dangerous as arms and ammunition. You don't know until the wrong person get a national ID, national legal identity document where they claim say, for instance, if one of the wrong person in hand as a terrorist or a terrorist in hand, you cannot measure what that terrorist will do when he get a status, a legal status as a Sierra Leonean. That's how sensitive it is. It's a security document. But not looking at how it was like, we change it. We don't make it in a way that it is very much consistent with international standards, or even more than that. Because President Bio is very much conscious of what he does. You don't want to take funny things from President Bio. You should be funny to do that. But what we have done beyond that, wise before 2018, ID cards were only obtained from Freetown. But you get for Ghana head office here, NCRA is there for can take ID card. But what we have done, when President Bio they launched the ID card, he said he was decentralizing ID service, making sure that we are, not only it happened in Freetown, but it across all the districts, the 16 districts of this country, including Falaba and Karine. Beyond that, we have also made provision where we have organized and deployed, and will continue to deploy roaming teams. They'll go into highly populated communities just so that our people have ID. Conscious of the fact that, one, IDs now are needed for people to access services. If you don't go to a bank in recent times, when you have your ID, before that any day, when you go to a bank, you can get any name, any ID card. But now as you get ID in a bank, they just type your NIN. Because they are linked, financial access to financial services now a link to a system. Everything about it, the bank will say that they are dealing with the right customer. So that time when the forge person check, or when they go they pay money to the wrong person, it cannot happen in this country. There is so much discipline now. There is so much dignity that we have restored. So we are in all of those populated communities, we move there. And what we have done, we are not a government that works in silos. We are working with the traditional authorities. We have asked the paramount chiefs to help mobilize their people in their communities, where, for instance, in Dama Chiefdom, for instance, in Kenema district, the paramount chief will mobilize his people, let's say in Gema Dama. And we are informed, we work together. We move from Kenema town to Dama to go and have ID for their people. That is an expenditure. When a government they bear, we know they put it on their people then they. How much more can we do? So if the price is adjusted, it gives us the capacity for us to continue for pushing, for assuage the challenge we will get as citizens or public for making access ID. That is why we have said to our people, IDs, not one of. Some other countries, they get ID card now for 1-2 years. But what would you do as a country and as a government? We have made ours for our people 5 years lifespan. If you go to Ghana, ID now 1 year. Or if you don't go into 4 years, it's over $100. So check now the 165. How many dollars is that? You can compare it to $100 so that people pay in other countries. If you go to Liberia, ID, it passes on $10. How much is that? $10 now. It's nearly 300,000, 270,000, 260 or 65,000. And we are talking about 165. This is how responsible we are as a government. This is how we have continued to feed for our people. This is how we have continued to support our people, to cushion the pains where people they get. And most importantly, you now have an ID that you are proud of. You know, they see someone very boldly, when they travel safe down, they show the ID card. First thing, now some laminated card that they use no more. We cannot accept that as a government.
All right.
Not us.
All
go
right.
work out with laminated cards. Not when we are in government.
All right. Director, why is people know they work out with laminated cards? With all them features here we don't talk about. Somebody that is watching you out there, go on for no. Who side and they print this with ID card?
So this is, again, what you should appreciate government for. Those of you serving as advocates for our people, also help government for let people understand. Our ID cards are printed in Sierra Leone with high-level security features. The data we have, we hosted locally. Now we know more. Now one of the very few countries in Africa where they manage our own data. We know with data not in no country. No country. When we took over, let me share this. When we took over government in 2018, we found government then had just entered into some agreement with an American firm where they do some records on birth registration. But where was that record kept, data kept? It was stored in cloud somewhere in the US. We took over government in 2018. Then a few months after that, after my appointment in July, we realized that that was the case. But how can we be responsible for irresponsible for allow that kind of thing? That a government get record of people, and not get control over, kept, managed, shared, or used outside Sierra Leone in a different continent. That was there in the US. We terminated that immediately. You cannot allow president for let you ride on that kind of thing and they say, salon recorded, now someone that contaminated the manager. We terminated it. So our records are hosted here, are kept here, are managed here. Everything about it very much consistent with data protection, private data security, in the harvesting of data, and the use of the data, and the sharing of data, etc., etc.
All right, Director, somebody will say now that we dey pay 160 millions, and before we dey pay 145 millions. Waiting at the time frame, if I apply today, I don't get ID card, I won't go apply today. Waiting at the time frame for this 165 millions for be achieved and work out with your ID card.
This is one reason why you also praise government, thank government. From where we launch ID card in January 2023, we will tell presidency, and president tell the nation, say, we'll let the people of this country help for monitor the work of NCRA for 60. We don't talk LAB. And we have been monitored. We said, and we have stood by that when you apply for ID now, instantaneously, you are informed that your application has been received electronically. And within 72 hours, you are also informed that your ID card has been processed and available for pickup. So you now go to the center who say you go register, who say you go apply for your ID. That's where you pick it up. Now, in the past, where you can't take ID card, you get for weeks or months before 2018. And you get for move from Kailan for kind of Freetown for can't take ID card, or from Koinadogu for can't take ID card. And when you do that, it gets so much inconvenience. You have had to pay transport. When you're in Freetown, you find lodging. It's not only the only strain, so you stay the person to lodge you. You find your sustenance and internal movement for making you get an ID card. And where possible, so that you just can apply for one time. It will take some days. So we say you have no reason, except you want for camp jolly business na Freetown. No, you don't have to. You have no reason to move from Pujehun or Sorogwema to come to Freetown for ID. No. Don't. President Bio says you should not. He says it is decentralized. Move from Soro, Singama, for instance, come to Pujehun town and have IDs. If, for instance, beyond this Pujehun town, we will also establish outlets now, Zimi and Jendema, for accommodate them people that will come with the border with Liberia. We have done similar things in, for instance, Mashaka and Poloko district. We said no, because of the chiefdoms around that area, don't go to Poloko town. Stay in Mashaka, have your ID card. We just did one recently also in Longe. For look at them, Lokomasama area. Don't come to Poloko town. Don't come to Mashaka. Stay in Longe and have your ID card. We are doing that across every district in this country. So just go in for it. Apply for it. Within 72 hours, you are notified of your ID card being processed and available for pickup. Right, that takes a lot of that takes a lot of things, but we are bearing that as a government.
Director, inside Kabbalah claims them become say people then they pay 220 millions, then call an additional money for logistics fee. How true is this?
No, but there is a service charter. You see what we don't do, if we don't adjust the price, we don't do service charter.
But you don't ever get claims say people then they take, you workers then they take extra money?
You know, go roll that out that people go report that, but can they justify it? We have said, report that to us. We have said, or tell the ACC that you have paid some money beyond what it should be to NCRA for a particular service. Every service that we provide is paid for. And in many of those services, not to we self NCRA, they collect the money directly. It is collected by NRA, when are the authority government established for collect government money. So where there we provide the service, when you pay to NRA, you come to us. So it is possible somebody will say, oh no, I don't go pay extra money. What is that? Why did you pay for? Because you should know that the cost of ID is then was 145, and today, from today, 23rd February, it's 165. Why would you want to pay extra when government is paying for those staff? Government, those are permanent and pensionable staff where government don't deploy in their communities for providing services. And I shall use this opportunity to advise our people not to indulge in that. Feel free to call any one of us or report to the ACC if you are asked to pay anything beyond what has been advertised or what has been announced.
All right, the program now, Unity Broadcasting Morning Show, I get inside the studio, Director Masakoi, in at the head of NCRA, Ikanaya for talk about the price increments and how secure we ID card, national ID card day. It compare the prices to that of Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, considering Sierra Leone for be the cheapest, where it is below $10. You were in your house, no say this program they come to you every Monday through Friday, 7:30 to the hour where it is finish. And continue for stay with we on with Facebook and YouTube page. We YouTube page and with TikTok. The number 076946. Now the official number we go send you phone messages. Now, director, somebody go also ask whether we ID card is secure with data specifically, like with date of birth, with fingerprints, home addresses, facial scan, if ever Sierra Leone get facial scan, or any other features to the hackers then or follow now go sell with data.
You see, in recent years, we are now from other countries. Nigeria, for instance, where the data they corrupt or people they enter the data there. Now the only country this way from who don't start, who don't get to people then data. We now about 93-95% going by census of 2015. We have had no reason to complain that we don't get any hacking. That is because when we know say it is our responsibility to capture, store, and share data on our people, we not only decide for capture and keep and share, we make sure say it is fortified from the point of capture in a way that its transmission is not disrupted. There's nothing wrong when we are doing it. We make sure, say, like I said in my submissions before, that we own data. Now we get her. Other countries, they keep their data in other places. When you ready, now I'll forget the data in there. And so we will get a tier 3 data center, for instance. We would, in the design of that tier 3 data center, we say would they keep data there on this country population. What that design was done by us as a government in collaboration with our development partners, European Union, the UNDP, the Irish Embassy, etc., etc. So we agreed on those specifications. Now that make way the kind of data center we'll get here. When we done and when they can examine them before we launch the use of them, it is that type we'll get here in Sierra Leone at NCRA. You cannot find it anywhere in West Africa. I will not give the details because of security reasons, but I know what I am sure of. Like I said, from who don't start for capture data, who they store data, who they use data with the share. You have not had any incident, any report of any break, any incident of any hacking, no nothing. It is because our data is securely stored in an environment that is controlled, managed by Sierra Leoneans at the highest level.
Director, somebody go say Sierra Leone we very vulnerable. Somebody go can't give you small money, not you in person, but give money somewhere and say get this information for this person. That's not part of the hacking. How secure this could be for individuals and where they inside that particular control room?
Now that make not to any kind of person get access to data. Access to it is at the very senior level, at the level of directors, where you get responsibility for anything. And what we have done there, what we have at NCRA, we have an audit trail of whatever transaction that obtains around the data environment. And what does that mean? That we are able, predictably, precisely, we are able to determine and to ascertain and determine clearly who would any transaction, for instance, would I enter that this system here, at what time I enter there, what do you do there, whether authorized or unauthorized, would you know that easily? So if you go there today, now you do anything there, you can, if you don't have access, so we're able to know what you attempt, what you do for do that. And now we don't want that institution, what we have done, beyond just making sure that our environment is secured, we have established a cyber security unit, department at the NCRA, so that we make sure we are super sure of our security, of the security of our infrastructure. cybersecurity. And NCRA, I don't know, I wonder how many institutions, if they have, get a whole directorate of cybersecurity and network administration. Many institutions, they just embed that in ICT. We say, no, we cannot do that. What we have there is different from many institutions. We are dealing with, if you go to America, the center where they manage population data, it is a highly protected environment, highly protected, highly sensitive environment. So also is UK, and it is the same as Australia.
Right,
so you're not going to say you get small money, you can attend for, give somebody for lay what you call. That's not what we have. We have responsible, disciplined people, and the leadership there is disciplined.
Lights business now the country now one wahala where people then they cry for, and having this data, it need for get 24 hours for let not get any breach. How prepared is the authority for let them make sure all of this is in place?
You are right. Running a data center requires 24/7 power supply, and that is why we have continued to appreciate government, particularly the Minister of Finance. We at least, even if we not get use, we not able to get use fair for use for movement then, because we get challenged. But we must have fear for run the data center. We say we will not forget disruption of service, because if power cut then now the data center for some time, it cause a whole lot of problem for we. It bring a lot of losses to government. And we don't want that, because the work of many institutions now of government largely linked to what we do in the NCRA. NCRA, they support all banks in this country. NCRA, they support all mobile phone companies in this country. NCRA, they support Road Safety Authority for issuance of driving license, vehicle registration. Before that, I'll just tell you this. You know, everything in this country was loose before 2018. There was not much of discipline in our transaction. But you now go to NCRA, for instance, say you want to register your vehicle. What will they ask for? Your ID, where you have the NIN. So your vehicle number, your information is tied to that NIN. So that vehicle, if you go involved in an accident in another way, that vehicle number through the NIN will know who are the owner of that vehicle. Not that it happen in our first world. When you do something, camera pick you, they just look at the vehicle number and they know now Elizabeth get that vehicle there. That's how advanced we have come. Go to a bank, just go give ID card. They know exactly that they are dealing with the right person. Go to use your phone now, your phone number now, for cause any havoc in this country. Because they are linked to our system, the NIN, we know exactly that Elizabeth phone and they don't use for cause havoc. So this is how responsible we have been as a government. This is how much transformation we have done for this country. This is how much rebranding we have done for our people. This is how much integrity, dignity, and discipline we have restored in the lives of our people and in the country as a whole. That has attracted so much international attention. You may have seen in the last 1 or 2 years when we are in Addis, South Africa, for the ID for Africa movement. ID for Africa is a global movement on legal identity. Few countries that can recognize for talk about how they are working. In Africa, they talk about Rwanda and South Africa. West Africa is Sierra Leone. So we are called. When we don't talk, we don't address. It was a gathering of over 2,000 people in person attending. And when I don't do me present, I was the last Rwanda, South Africa, and Sierra Leone. When I don't do me presentation, when I go for go sit on, now the executive director hold me. Now tell the whole world. He say Sierra Leone before 2018 started had nothing. But from that time when we done the and government say we have achieved so much to the admission of the international community that Sierra Leone is used as a reference point in terms of digital identity, in terms of legal identity. So how much accolade do you want? All you should do now to say thank you, President Bill, thank you, the government of Sierra Leone, for doing a great job. We have rebranded this country. We're a good country. Our image is good. Just a couple of days here, saw in the news, the British High Commission from Ghana, Nigeria, and the Home Affairs, they were here with me. So how they will help them for level they verify identity documents so people they give them for immigration opportunities or go UK. And we are bold enough to say, yes, we can. Because in fact, we have been helping them. Not only the British High Commission, but many other foreign missions, including the Americans, the Canadians, the Germans, France, etc., etc. They rely on what we tell them. They rely on the information we share. So there is so much discipline restored in the identity document. No more manipulation. That one has been halted from 2018 Wakanda Power. One man, one identity.
All right, why it is one man, one identity? We don't know, say now, the ID card system is secure. But again, we don't the yeri innuendos where we need clarifications that the Sierra Leone voter registration where they go on or we get for go on, we as Sierra Leoneans get for use we ID card for do the voting. How true is this? And if so, how wanna get for go about this for make sure everybody gets ID card before the voting time?
No, it is not an innuendo, like you say. It is not. It is basically one of those recommendations from the tripartite committee who look at electoral systems of Sierra Leone, originating from the conduct of the 2023 elections. And then the recommendation, they cover many institutions, many areas. In our case at NCRA, say yes, for use the national ID for voter for vote. It is not the only country who don't decide that. Even in Ghana, now that they use. In many other countries, in South Africa, in Kenya, in Rwanda, now that they use for the voting. So government, partners, we all present that to His Excellency the President. And on behalf of government, government accepts all of those recommendations. You know, President Bio is a listening person. He accepts, he understands logically the views of others. And so we accept as a government. Cabinet endorsed that. And we have started implementation in many of those recommendations. And thank God the AG's office is coordinating, the Chief Minister's office is coordinating that. And coordinating it requires involvement of many other institutions, including the international community. They are on that steering committee. Or they look at how would they implement the recommendations of the tripartite committee. In terms of the vote for the voter ID cards, that is why we are making conscious effort to make sure our people have the ID cards. The Electoral Commission get their own responsibility, which is not what I will talk about. But what we will do is we'll make sure our people, the ID cards are affordable and are available. That we make conscious effort for moving to communities for get people the ID. Beyond that, it's not only about ID. We are also supporting, like I said, we deal with the SRIC, the Accountant General's Department for Payroll Management. We know we are doing a lot. Let me mention this. Before 2018, the payroll was very much challenged in a way that many things, one man will get through 3 PIN codes. Somebody they work boy, they get salary. So when we take over government, Minister of Finance, AGD Department, HIMO, they say, now look at government payroll back. When we cleaner. From what cleaner will say, every PIN code, every NACIT number should be tied to the NIN. The payroll is clean, payroll integrity restored, payroll made predictable. You know, there are any funny thing about payroll now. So everybody, anyone way for be enlisted into the public or civil service, you must be enlisted with your NIN, which is tied to the PIN, your PIN code and your NACIT number. Coming to that, because we are supporting other institutions, we also support the Electoral Commission. We provide data on eligible people that will don't Nigerians and don't reach 18. Now that would give the Electoral Commission for develop the voter register. This is what we are doing. This is what is happening in Western world and many other parts of Africa country, including South Africa. So Sierra Leone is not an exception. So we are doing every effort for make sure, one, we continue to register our people. So tomorrow we'll not go say, like I said, we now have 95% of our people registered. And we have still continued to provide outlets, opportunities where, in case we have residual cases, you can still be accommodated. We can register you. We have not relented. Once people continue to give birth, people continue to live or die, we continue to work as NCRA.
All right. The program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. Asks you, Director, are you independent or you work under your appointer?
The NCRA is an autonomous institution established by the Act of Parliament. The appointment of the is an institution under the executive arm of government.
Yeah.
So we have governance structures in NCRA. We have a board of authority. We have a ministry. The Ministry of Internal Affairs supervises the NCRA. And so that's how we operate. And that's cut across every other MDA. MDAs are part of the executive arm of government.
Yeah, but the question was asked, are you independent in your work or you work under your appointers' instructions?
No, what is instruction? Every work you do, you have a plan for it. When the year ends, government, so Minister of Finance, in fact, we have a national development plan from which every government institution they work towards that. Yeah? Government priorities, how we work towards that. So every year, Minister of Finance and Minister of Development, they announce, say, every MDA present in work priority 142, for instance, the 2026 costed plan, which is what we did. And we defended that we agreed. So government now has responsibility for provide resources for us to do their work. So that's what we do.
All right, Director, we get complaints, say, foreign nationals then get with ID card in possession. We not to Sierra Leoneans, some of them are white-skinned individuals, some of them are black-skinned individuals from like Nigeria, Ghana, or Liberia. As a director sitting here this morning, you were able to confirm that it is true or a lie?
No, as Director General, not only as Director General, for confirm that as to whether that's not possible. You know, they have various categories of ID cards. You want to ask which category that person, the way they say you get ID card. Before 2018, you know, I do comparison, right? I mean, once that kind of ID card where anybody can get no more. But with this card, we'll do so. We'll make provision for all spheres of people. We'll make provision for non-nationals. We want ID card. And the foreign residents the way they are. We forget
always
ID
card.
No. They get their own category of ID card they get.
Okay.
That's what the law say. Now that's what they protect. Foreigners when they come to this country, with other residents, no, don't use that word foreigner, other residents in this country. They get their own category of ID card, we call a non-resident of Sierra Leone, they get their own ID card. We also get ID card for Sierra Leone citizens. So you're not going to use you as a other resident or foreign resident, not go take Salon citizen ID card. It not the work because the thing in our system. You don't go change that. We also get the one with an ECOWAS ID card. ECOWAS ID card, now for ECOWAS citizens, we want for travel across ECOWAS countries. You not go do that for give possibly the outside ECOWAS bracket. It not the work. So people who understand say all of those categories where you come, you they choose the one where you fall under. Me go for go take ID card, I'm a Sierra Leonean. Now Salon ID card that take as a citizen of this country. Where other person come from Zambia, now non-national ID card they take because now other resident. Where ECOWAS person, if a Ghanaian there, I want to take ECOWAS ID card. For instance, at some point in Gambia, we get Gambians in there where there was some delay for produce ECOWAS ID card in Ghana, in Gambia. But because they are here, now they take the ECOWAS ID card.
So in that case,
what they use for what you call?
In that case, what's the price?
But the ECOWAS ID card, you know, sit down there, you know we are a very liberal government. We don't impose anything. We make it possible for you to decide what you want. ECOWAS ID is on demand. It's when you want it. Do you want it? Do you have need for ECOWAS ID? Do you travel outside Sierra Leone within the ECOWAS countries? Like that, or they go to Nigeria for go buy market, for go to Guinea, for go to Ivory Coast, for instance. Yes, if it's when you want it, now you will take the ECOWAS ID card. Citizens, you must take your national ID card.
For the ECOWAS ID card, somebody will go look at what they say now. How much that's going to cost them?
Not 280.
280
280. Look at what happens. Go now in other countries, how much they get ECOWAS ID card. It's over $200. But people can, except if you want to be unfair with government. But government cushions, whatever pressure, where anybody they get. Other people, they're not going to allow that. They go say, now you want. Now you want to go buy market in Ghana, in Nigeria. Why you not go pay for T1? And we ID card not fall in any wrong hand. It will not happen. Not when we are in government and not when we are there. Our leadership is responsible and disciplined.
All right, DG, this will be my last question. Somebody where they watch you, which will be the word where you go give as a final statement for somebody where go one go get an ID card with regards these irregularities in prices and individuals probably will go one for intent for hack the system.
No,
what
no.
Be your
there is no
word?
irregularity in price. We have adjusted the prices.
Okay.
They are regular, normal. Now that make we don't announce that we have gone public with it. We say from 23rd of February today, these are the new prices for any category of ID card we want. And before we announce that, for the whole of last year or year before, we kept announcing to the public, say we don't give 3 or 6 month notice, so by that time, we'll go add the price or we'll go change the price if you not go to ID card. And it's one time where the period lapse, we will get consideration for say no, let us extend it. So we extended for more than 3 or 4 times. Remember no more from 2023. Look at other institutions or other services. How many times they have changed prices? We have not. We did not. We are only doing it now. So are we wrong? Why we are doing it? It is because we want to make sure it is affordable, it is available, it is accessible, there's no stock out, and nobody meddles with anything there. So I ask our people, and I entreat them, please make conscious effort. You are not suffering anymore for come on any part of the country, go to another part of the country for go take ID card. It's at your doorstep. Government is providing that facility, that opportunity for you. Grab it, make use of it. So tomorrow, when you are denied, when you have limited, when you are challenged to access a particular service, you have no reason, except if you want to be unfair with government, to blame government for it. Because this country, any small thing no more, they say not government. Particularly when somebody go for, let us say, they send me money in a Western Union for go take her. And you go take her in the Western Union, they ask for your ID card. So they're not giving you money, they say go bring your ID card. You know what somebody will say? Somebody will go lie. He say, oh no, because my name Mohammed Masakoy. Now I make, they don't care, they say, not take me money. Because if I get me money, I will give Elizabeth. That is just an instance. They go lie for government. Forgetting that government say ID card day. But they don't want to let the person go let the Western Union or MoneyGram or bank deal with the wrong person. Where they happen other ten in this country where the wrong person they go take people with the ID money. Where the people they cry in this country. We have merely sanitized that ID ecosystem. To say that if you are talking about, if you are dealing with Mohammed Masakwe, we are pretty sure, precisely, comprehensively, that you are dealing with Mohammed Mubashir Masakwe. And no pseudonym for Mohammed Mubashir Masakwe. And you see how much we are doing. Loss is not there again. Cry not there. So that kind of people for cooperate. And how do you cooperate? Take your ID card. Use it. It's your right. Government don't give you right. Make use of your right. That's what I would tell my people.
All right. The program now, Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. I go read few text messages we come in for director we itself go able for answer. NCRA is a hub for reforms. Thank you, Mr. Masakoy. The plans are fully digitized. Emmanuel says, sir, what role does your institution play in supporting census activities? Vandy said, DG Masakoy is the best transformative leader for NCRA ever. Zainab says, sir, can inaccurate data affect elections, social services, or national security? Marie said, thank you, sir, for these amazing reforms. One man, one ID, one man, one name, one identity. As Bashiru says, Zainab Arms Camara, inaccurate data should not be used for any purpose. The identity of an individual must be verified and ascertained to know who the person is. And supporting every institution, the NCRA is really doing well as an institution. DG Mohammed Masakoy is the best. Thank you, sir, for this amazing reform. One man, one name, one identity. The last one I go read. Director, thanks for clarification on the different categories of the ID card. Most people don't understand this. Thank you, sir. The last one again, anyway, a lot of messages they can, even though you guys are doing well in the NCRA, but more effort is expected because it's an important office for peace. Irregularities of price, when the DG has announced the price, you have got to listen. We have said it all. You have said it all, DG. Well done. Yes, Zainab, there are NCRA offices in all districts. I go stop for so far, make you give an answer. Well, most of them are just accolades, or which you don't do.
There's something on census, inaccurate data where they affect elections.
Correct.
So census, we are part of census. In fact, by law, the Statistician General of the Statistics is on the board of the NCRA. So meaning our work is again strong linkage with Statistics or census. When government announce census, with the work, NCRA is on the technical committee of census. So they make your input, because during the census, we'll go look at other things the way we'll be able to get some sources of information from, where we don't also contribute to in the development of the forms of the questionnaires whether they use for administer in the census. So we are working together. The statistician is not only the man waiting on the board. You can also ask the Minister of Health, the Chief Medical Officer, is on the board of NCRA, and so is the National Security Coordinator. So the work of NCRA is central to government. And now, for say you go get inaccurate data for affect elections, in that make, if you don't want for conduct genuine elections, like we don't do in the last couple of years, let us say, for instance, in 2023 elections, credible elections, accepted everywhere in the world. President Bill thanked for a genuine, credible, legitimate outcome of the elections that was accepted. Why was it so? It is largely because every other person with the party or stakeholder in the cause of it was involved in the process. But the data we use for develop the voter register, we will support the ECSL for get that data there. The data guarantees one man, one vote. You don't have any one man will get to NIN. It's not possible. Now one man, one NIN. And when you get your NIN, you get until you die. And when you die, the law say it will stay until 150 years. Meaning, you know the duplicator, you know the replacer, you know the reuser. So we say you really want credible elections, because President Bio wants credible election. Now that make the law where they make in 2016 for say NIN for be the tool for every service, for everything in this country. When they made the law in 2016, it was not enforced. President Bio, a Democrat, a disciplined person, he said no, because NIN they guarantee, they give guarantee for anything what you do. So there is no waste, there is no manipulation, there is no counterfeiting, no forgery. I must enforce the use of NIN. Now that's what they imply. Now that would use NIN now for payroll, would they use NIN for registered vehicles, would they use NIN for health administration, would they use for NIN for NACIT, would they use NIN for tax administration, would they use NIN? In fact, 2023 they recommend now say NIN. All political parties in this country and our development partners say NIN should be used for voter as a tool for the electoral for the voter registration. So you forget NIN before you are put on the voter register. So all political parties and international partners say President Bio in his wisdom will say NIN for be used across all sectors of government. Say no, President Bio was right to have decided that. Kudos to President Bio. So it is NIN all the way.
All
so
right.
with NIN, one man, one vote. No forgery, no kalo per election. That's a way like kalo per election. You know, now you work hard, convince the people, they accept you and they vote for you. If that not happen, the NIN not going to compromise anything. You will get the right result at any time.
All right, it's the program now, Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. We tell with studio guests, plenty thank you, Director General Mohammed Masakoi, for honor this invitation, and it don't can clear with the tag, one man, one name, one identity. Plenty thank you to the producer of this show, we studio engineer David Harding and the assistants, and to the one then way they part of this show with the text messages. Plenty thank you. On a stay tuned, we will be here tomorrow the same time, same station. Goodbye. We don't unfold the big news for now. On a stay tuned, something bigger is coming from Meeting Broadcasting, transforming to something else. Good morning and goodbye. My name is Elizabeth Kefoe Gembe.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all for developments now we nation Salon. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all for developments now we nation Salon. We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but waiting they happen. Political discussion, you for know about Salon politics. Religious messages, entertainment, self no go left bien. We no go left nothing bien no.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all for developments now we nation Salon. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.